What's going on, everybody? STUDmuffin here, back at it again. We're about to get right into this part 11 of the Julii Roman campaign, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry for the inconsistent uploads. I've been trying to get this thing back on a consistent schedule, but really I've been discouraged about the video quality with the whole blurriness and the crazy, like, I don't know, blocky, glitchy videos that I've been, I mean, it's been since day one, but I've been trying to figure it out. So I've spent so much time researching and less time uploading. But hopefully we can get this thing back on track. I'm trying something else with this video to see if it turns out any better. So we'll see. But let's get right into it here. I'm going to go ahead and send this army out under Vibius. We've got two giant German armies coming up here. Does this guy have? He has 3 command stars. I don't know exactly if he has any morale bonuses. This guy has 1 command star. The only army I have without a spy is Vibius's army. So I need to get him a spy ASAP. We'll do that next turn, hopefully. Let's go ahead and take this army out. Fingers crossed. Okay, they're only... Oh, thank goodness. This is a low-tier army. I don't know how good the next army is going to be, but this army is mainly comprised of Spear Warband. We got a few Axemen, 1 full unit of Cav, plus the Bodyguard. Not good on Cav, so I've got the Cav superiority. Only 1 unit of Skirmishers. Very, I don't know if sublime would be the right word. Very subpar when it comes to missile. But we have the missile advantage. That will be good. Okay, this is my formation. I've got both my Terrarii units on the flanks. All of my Principes in the front, of course. 2 units of Cav on each flank. General in the center. Missiles in the center. We'll send up our infantry first, just to get a little bit of this hill advantage. I don't know if that'll be too close. We'll try. Then we'll walk our Cav. Just like that. This should be some pretty good Pila action here. They've got a little bit of a hill advantage. I don't really like that, but... Oh well, we're going to push right up the hill. We're not scared. We skirt! We skirt! I look skirt. I ain't skirt. That's the sound my tires make whenever I spin out. Skirt. Alright. Get right in there. Double speed. My Principes are slightly out of range, but I'm worried about their Axemen charging down the slope. I don't want to move my Principes up right now if they're just going to move up too. Okay. Never mind. Let's go up. Let's go right here. That'll be in range. I don't think they'll charge before I get lined up. The thing I noticed about the last German army is by the time I actually got my Principes in position, they charged. So I didn't have a lot of time to throw missiles. But here we are right now, getting some good Pila action. Getting some good throws in there. His line is getting pelted at the moment. Looks like they are engaged over here on the flank. Let's click with the Pila, the primary weapon, to get another Pila throw in before we charge. I don't know if I want to send my Terrarii on the flank and go ahead and attack them just yet. Maybe I'll wait a little bit longer. Okay, now that all my Pila has been thrown, except for that 1 unit on the flank there, engaged, let's go ahead and target everything. I'm going to charge 2 on that. We'll do 1 charge here. 1 charge here, here. Boom. Boom. Just like so. Charge these guys, 2 on that side. Now let's go ahead and send our Terrarii up. They do have Axemen back here? No, those are Spear Warband. Good. But they have axes in the back. Okay, then I want to send 2 Equites to support. On that side, we'll go ahead and leave with our Equites here as well. Bring our Terrarii up on this flank. Let's make sure he's running. Okay, now that everything's charging in... Oh, this Principe needs to go up on the flank too. Definitely want to send them on the flank. Let's get over here, see what's going on. The Terrarii need to run. Are they already engaged? They do not need to be engaged. Run out. They need to charge these Axemen. Okay. Go ahead and charge them in. Yep, these equites are on the right flank, and then these are on the left flank. Okay. Principes are engaged. Triarii engaged. Get up there, equites. Get up there. I'm going to circle around, try to hit his general with both units of equites on both flanks. Perfect. Come on, come on. Okay, all equites, charge his general. Now, go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Look at that. I just hope his spears don't charge. Perfect. Let's engage them so they can't attack me. Engage, engage. Okay, beautiful. As long as my infantry engage his spears, they won't turn around and engage my cav. I got up there in time, looks like. Okay, now my general needs to move out. Let's bring him over here. I could have brought him over here, but we'll just turn our equites around. Bring my general over. Come on, come on. Okay, we're fully enveloping the enemy general. If he escapes, that's going to be a miracle. I've got him fully engulfed here. Okay, now my general's in behind. Beautiful. Let's get him to chase down the remaining men. Nice. Enemy general's dead. Perfect. Let's charge all of our cav in the rear here. Massive rout. Beautiful. All right, let's hit this flank over here. Everybody charge. Turn all of our missiles off. Okay, I'm almost out anyway. Charge in behind. Beautiful. Okay. Now let's start routing all these guys. I'll be right back when they're all killed. Let's go, baby. That's what I'm talking about. 3,000 to 500. I'll take that. Might be able to march straight on to the next army. Wiping out 2 armies back to back. I'll rank up Vibius pretty quick. I think they outnumbered us. Yep, we ranked up on that. Trade increase. Good commander. I'll take that. Getting that extra command star. He needed that. That'll automatically give us more attack and defense on our men. Maybe more morale. I think more attack and morale at least. He already gets -1 morale from some prior trade he had. But I don't think I have any traits to give positive morale. What about ancillaries? I don't have any ancillaries either. Well, he gets -1 morale, but his command stars are good. My Triarii has been damaged. Let's see. I don't know if this guy has a cav strong army. I'm going to guess it's going to be literally a repeat of the same thing. So let's go ahead and see if we can take him out. Man, slightly out of range. But it does look like they are pretty much an identical army. I don't know what they got here coming down. But let's move our town watch inside. Bring the tax rate down to low. And then we'll remove that pinpoint on the recruitment there. I think that's about it that I can do this turn. 2 more turns and we can recruit legionaries. The Marian reforms are almost here. Excited about that. Okay, let's go ahead and end the turn. Bada bing, bada boom. What's gonna happen? It's crazy. I don't think I've ever played a playthrough where Britain has conquered or started conquering all of Scotland that quick. Queso Riberius, or Riberius for Fulvia. I think I have a... Okay, Fulvia. Who is Fulvia? Fulvia. This one? Yep. She's able to have a husband now, but this dude does not actually have that good traits. Kind of mid. I mean, he's 16, he's young, but he has a dumb portrait. If he had good traits and stuff, I would probably accept him anyway. But this dude has mid traits. Take Olbia and you will be rewarded with 2 minor exotic units. Probably not going to get there, brother. Okay, blockade port and you'll get rewarded with Triarii. That's actually good. The more Triarii I have before the Marian reforms, I think the Triarii are actually better than the Auxilia. The Auxilia is the... Or let me think. Yeah, I think it's Auxilia. They're the Marian reform spears. Intrepid Explorer. I don't think I've ever seen that retinue. Yeah, I've never seen this retinue. Yeah, Lucius doesn't have it, so I'm going to give it to Lucius. It increases movement points for your army. I'll do that. I don't actually want Caius here to get any more management traits. I want him to be more of a general. So I'll move him out of the city. Herennius got a geometer, and he got a surgeon. Perfect. Okay, well, if he's got a surgeon already, then I'll go ahead and take him out of the city, because I don't want him getting any more manager traits. As long as he's got a surgeon, I'm good. Let's move the mercenaries into the city. We'll retrain them. Arbo Martius. So we build a shipwright. 842 to... Oh, yes, we will do that. Let's jack the tax rate up. Okay, looks like Macedonian, or there is a Macedonian army with a bunch of lancers. I wonder what these units are. If they're Macedonian cav, that's not going to be good. They've got a ton of lancers. Luckily, I've got 2 full jacked units of Triarii ready for them, brother. You ain't got nothing on my Triarii, brother. First things first, let's take our boy Marcus here. Let's go ahead and attack this Gallic army. Is there any good mercenaries I can recruit? We'll see if we need them. Oh, down to 440 population? I'll take some mercenaries, brother. We'll disband them so that the city population grows. That's a pretty price to pay, but worth it. Let's go ahead. Oh, they're right beside the city. So if I remember correctly, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to move my army here. And that should bring the garrison from the city out to fight. Yes, it worked. So if I'm able to kill this garrison, then I can march right into the city and not even have to besiege it. Let's go. Alright, so I don't know exactly where the reinforcing garrison army is going to appear from. I would rather position myself somewhat back toward the back of my formation lines. Let's just put all of my mercenaries in the very back. So I don't know which way he's going to come from, but I'm going to set my men up in the back like this. That way, just in case he appears from one of these corners, then I can wipe out the garrison army before I have to engage the primary army. Let's do something kind of like this. Oh, that's the barbarian cav. Perfect. Let's go ahead and start. Ah, they're coming from the left side here. Perfect. Okay, then let's reposition. I want to try to wipe these guys ASAP. We'll do something like that. Set these men up behind them. Something like that. Run them forward. In case you guys didn't know, you can hit R on the keyboard. The letter R is in rarely. Rarely have I been there. The key R. And that will hotkey your units to run. Actually, let's walk. Cool. We'll walk here too. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. That will work for now. Okay, well, let's run all of our cav. Let's run these guys away just to let all these men through. Oh dear. Charge. Come through. If I can try to trap his general with my equites, that'll be good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Charge! Beautiful. Surround him. Kill the general. Let's get back here if we can. Only 14 of those. I doubt they'll be enough to retreat back to the city. Nice. Enemy general killed. Not worried about the rest then. Perfect. Let's reline up.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits running from our men.
Do something like that. Let's do that. Okay, now let's bring these guys up here. These guys up here. Okay, now I can run you guys forward. Go, go, go. No, I can't. Never mind. Triple speed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ah! I shouldn't have triple speeded. Run up. Run up. Away. Away. Target the skirms. Target the raider cav. Attack. You guys attack them. Attack them. Charge forward. Bring the general up. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. How are these guys getting mollywopped? Jeez. Alright. Chase the skirms. I was pressing spacebar the whole time. What am I doing? Charge these guys. Support the other equites. All of you hit them. Come on, come on, come on. Do I have any Pila left? Do that if I've got Pila. Almost wiped all of them. I think I've got this. Come on. Well, I've won the battle. I'll just go ahead and speed this up and try to rout the rest. There's only these units left. That's one more unit here that hasn't broke. Okay, since when did he decide he's going to charge all of my mercenaries there? Oh well. That's just list population I'll be able to add. Well, that's the victory though. Pretty much. It's one unit's down to 54. Okay. There it is. That's a victory. I'm going to route these guys. I'll be right back. There it is. There's the victory. Let's go. Not bad, not bad. Yes, we're able to just walk into the city. That's what I'm talking about. Should we occupy? Yeah, there's like no population at all. Okay, so in order to even retrain, I'm going to have to disband these mercenaries. Uno. Dos. Tres. Cuatro. The fact that I'm literally about to get MARIAN reforms means that I'm going to be trading out these Principes eventually anyway. So let's just combine these units. Let's just do that. That'll make it cheaper on retraining. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Principes. That'll allow me to recruit 1 town watch. Perfect. And I can also retrain up the ones that need experience. Perfect. That'll leave me with a garrison for the public order. We'll do sewers. Let's bring our spy down here to Carthage. Actually, let's leave him in the town center. Let's attack this Gallic fleet. Boom. Get out of my face, boy. Alright, let's see if we can get the spy in. Beautiful. Now let's go ahead and attack. Hopefully the gates are broke open. Yes, let's go. First try. What's this guy's stats? +2 command when commanding cavalry. +1 command, +2. So that's +5 command. Ugh. It's not good. But I've got +5 command too. Alright, let's go for it. Do I have any good mercenaries for hire? What's the population here? They've got pretty good population. Okay. Let's go ahead and try to fight this. They haven't got a very, very big garrison. If I can wipe most of them out with missiles, then I'm set. Okay, I've got 4 strong units. The rest are down to like 20 apiece. We've got 2 strong units of Velites. So that's the only thing that really matters there. Let's get these guys in a bit of a wider formation. Something like that. Got 2 generals. Let's get them in a wider or tighter formation. That's perfect. 3 equites. I don't know if I'll end up using them or not. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Let's get these guys right up in the center. Just like so. Okay, what do we got here? Those are heavy spearmen and warband. Are they going to be in range? Nice, lots of kills there. Doosh, 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 doosh. Got some coming in on the heavy spears. And that's on their, that's on their shield side though. But they kind of got their backs turned toward us. So it's not too bad. I don't know if I want to rush in just yet or if I want to give them more time for more damage. I could send a couple units in to trigger them. Let's send the Principes in just to trigger them. I'll probably send the Principes over to this flank anyway. Oh, no, those are horses. They're not Raider Cav though. Thank goodness. I think I'll send both of my generals to deal with the Cav on that side. Nice, this did trigger the heavy spears. Let's halt. They'll reform up, hopefully throw their Pila. If I can keep them right here, they should still stay in range. Perfect. Perfect. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Now throw your Pila. Doosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. They'll wipe out the rest of those warband fairly quickly. Let's bring our generals in. They can rout the remaining warband and go over here to the cavalry flank and wipe out those barbarian cav. There we go. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit their cav. Are they going to retreat back to the city? Looks like they are. We'll bring the Principes with us then, just in case we need some infantry support. Let's bring the Hastati over to the main route in the city. We'll line them up right in the main route there. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of a skinnier formation. Yeah, we'll do that. Then the Velites behind them. We'll have to go wider than that. That's not going to happen. Okay, we'll have to do one unit here, one unit here. We'll walk them, though. Should we bring the Triarii up just in case we need them? Maybe. What are these guys? I don't know what they are. Maybe I can bring my cav in from behind to support. Okay. 2 units of Chosen Swords. Let's bring our other unit over here. Let's bring our cav in from behind. Get over there ASAP. I don't think I'm getting hit by anything. I am, Sam, I am. Bring all my cav over. I don't want to engage those Chosen Swords. Come over, come over, come over. So my Hastati are getting hit. Perfect time to hit. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. They were wiped. Let's go up here, up here. Charge forward. And then you guys flank. Charge, charge, charge. Come on, come on, come on. Those are the foresters. Good. Now my Hastati are going to be perfect in place to hit the foresters. That's great. My generals are being able to wipe out his. That's that. Beautiful. Perfect. Right up. Got a plan here. Got a plan here. Halt. I wonder what the hotkey is on that. Okay, backspace is the hotkey. I need to remember that. Okay, let's get all of our Hastati in like so. Let's get both of our Velites in like so. Bring up the... Are the Principes getting hit? Yeah, they are. Nice. Okay, well the Principes can handle the Chosen Swords even if they rout. I'm fine with that. Okay, so what we're going to do, get our Velites, get our Principes up. Or our Velites and our Velites and Hastati, if I can speak. Alright, generals up for morale. So it's just the heavy spears left. And then you got the 1 unit of Forester. Nice, then come up here and charge. Perfect. Perfect. The Hastati are putting in work. Heavy spears are about to get wiped. I'm down to 7, 35, and 15. So these heavy spears are actually doing pretty good. Didn't expect that. My Principes should be coming in here fairly quickly. I've got an idea. There we go. That's an easy wipe. Halt. Let the Velites finish them. Yeah, there you go. Taste my wrath. Not a bad stat. Let's go. We have Avaricum. We're going to exterminate. That's an obvious answer. 4,500. Should we even retrain? To be honest, I don't think I'm going to retrain. I'm just going to merge. Let's just merge. I'm fine with that. I'm going to retrain what I have left. The Triarii, Principe, and the Hastati. I'll retrain them just to have something. And then I'll eventually disband them. Let's disband the Barbarian Cav. Do Town Watch. Very high tax rate. We'll do a sewer. We do have an agent. We have a spy. Let's send the spy up in advance. Send the general. We have an assassin too, which is nice. Gaul only I see no generals in the field. So the only generals Gaul could have is in these cities. Their family members are about completely wiped. We're just going to head straight up to Samara Breva. And then we'll have the rest of these armies just push. Probably build up a legionary army for Secundus. Lucius, yeah, he'll be able to survive at least, I don't know, 8-10 more turns. Bare minimum. He's getting old. He'll probably die of old age. So for some reason, this army is avoiding me. That's crazy. Oh well. Give me time to retrain. I'll take it. Oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to sneak around and hit Geneva. Not on my watch, brother. Not on my watch, brother, man. Brother, you got another something thing coming, brother. You got it coming. You ain't getting away with that, brother. This is winter, so they're probably going to have an advantage. Okay, so Spear Wars. 2 Gothic infantry. 2 generals. 1 unit of cav. This could be hairy. And it's winter. He has low command stars, though. How do you have 3? He just had 1. Maybe it's like he's probably got a good defender trait or something. And it's winter. And it's probably in the forest. I could probably lose this battle. No, it's not heavy forest, thank God. I do have archers, though. That makes a big difference. Okay, I don't know if he's going to approach me or if I can just stay here. If I can stay here and he approach me, that's what I'll do. They outnumber me. Hopefully they approach me. I do know that I don't want to fight in the trees if I can help it. I'm going to put it on fast forward, and if they approach, I'll put it back on normal speed. Okay, so they're sending their cav over, but why just their cav? They're not using them for anything important. They're standing there. Okay, well, I'm just going to drain my missiles on them. That's good, though. The last thing I need is any kind of shock cav hitting me from behind when I'm outnumbered. That was like blasting my eardrum. All these horses dying. Well, the archers have plenty of range on them. They're down to 20, 15. Yeah, they're going to rout. Right back in front of my Principes there. Are they going to get a volley off? No. But they're down to like 4 or 5. Yeah, that was easy. Okay, I don't think they're going to approach me. Or they would have by now. I'll give it a little bit more time, see if they do. Oh, looky here. They're approaching. They are going to approach me. Which is perfect. I'll keep my units compact. I'll move my horses out when it comes down to it. Bring them around to flank. They are going to approach, looks like. That could be fine. As long as I get some good cav charges, good hammer and anvil strat, I should be able to rout this army easily. And hopefully, me already being in position, I have plenty of time to get some good missile action, and most of my missiles hopefully kill their axemen. Let's put this on normal speed. That way I can react faster. Okay, perfect. I don't know if he's actually going to charge yet. Yeah. Charge forward with these guys. Okay. Guard formation. There we go. Plenty of time to react to this. Move these guys over. Okay. Turn these guys off of guard mode. Hit the general. Okay, let's bring our Equites back. Hit his barbarian warlord there. He charged right into my Triarii there. I'll take that. Actually, Principe still target the Axeman. Hit the Spear Warband. There we go. There's one general dead.
Be praised. The enemy general is killed.
Perfect.
Fear makes a home in our enemy's heart.
Let's line up here. Run. Do I have guard mode on any of them? Turn guard mode off of those guys. The other enemy general was killed. I just seen. Charge forward. Charge forward. Charge forward. Bring these guys out. They don't have any more missiles anyway. Okay. Triarii charge the spears here. Or are those Triarii? They are. Hit here. Come here and hit. Okay, Equites, Equites, Equites. What do I want to do with you? I'm just going to chase down routed units at this point. I need my infantry in the fight. Okay, there's nothing else for you guys to do. So come back over here. Velites, come over here. I'm going to have you chase down the routing units from that group. Archers, I need to get some good kills with you, so line up like so. I'm going to get half of you to hit here. Bring up one unit. That's more than half, but that's fine. You guys come with this unit. Beautiful. Charge. You guys come in from behind. Now you target them from behind. You target them. Run up here. Come in from behind. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Not so fast. That's Gothic infantry too. I do not want to take that engagement. Now, what do we got here? Let's do flaming arrows. Try to get some of that morale damage. Blow the trumpet. Run out of there. Oh, I don't want to get my general kill. At least I got the break. I got the break. That's all I was going for. Nice. They broke too. Okay. Let's do some flaming arrows here. And get all of my Equites to charge in the rear there. There we go. Flaming arrows there. Charge them from behind. Actually, you guys chase the routed units, and you guys charge from behind. I want to bring all of my Equites. Where are they at? Actually, I need to chase down some routed units. I about forgot. Okay, so they're up here. This unit's up here. You deal with routed units. You come back and... Or should I? Should I send them to help? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, then you... I want to charge the Gothic infantry with you. I'm going to have to sack some of them, unfortunately. But this is important. Let's bring up my archers. They'll be crucial for this. Okay, so my plan... I'm bringing my archers in range. I'm going to hit the Gothic infantry with my Equites. And then once my Equites engage, then I'll turn them, pull them out. And hopefully... Let's see. And hopefully at that point... I can get a good route here with... Oh, nice. They broke anyway. I'll take that. I will take that. Okay, then you need to charge and help route these guys. All right, let's see the stats. Let's see them. Is there somebody else alive? Oh, don't tell me that. Okay, thank God. I was like, oh, am I going to have to go hunting in all this tree? Yes, sir. 3,400 compared to 245. That's actually crazy. Let's go. Perfect. Our army is severely battered right now. They are like half strength on all units except for my missiles. Yeah. I technically need to retrain, but I don't know if I'll make it back in time. Let's see, I've got 2 turns. 1 turn. I'm not going to be able to make it back in time to retrain. That's fine. Okay, time to move out with my army. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, bro. We ain't waiting. That was probably a bad idea. Okay, I can go on low tax rate. Phew! Let's do army barracks, probably. That'd probably be good. Be a good recruitment building. Do another town watch. Let's bring our spy up. We have a diplomat here. That's nice. I'll bring him here. He's a natural born diplomat too. That'll help. Now we've got this diplomat here as well. He's a diplomatic genius. Let's go ahead and disband these rebels. Just 1,000. That's cheap. What about these guys over here? Were they already disbanded? I think I already did. Should I sally out and attack these guys? I don't know. Maybe I go ahead and attack them. I don't know if I can make it back to the city in time. Shoot, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Who cares? Let's go for it. What do we got? Weak units. Those were 2 peltists, the ones I couldn't see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lancers. 7 lancers. They're all weak when it comes to upgrades. So maybe one of my equites, I don't know, that's 216 a unit. I would say one of my equites could get demolished by those guys, but 2 of them versus 1 could probably win. So 2 to 1, that knocks out 2 of these units. My Triarii can easily take out 2 apiece. My general can take out, I think I'll be alright. I'll be alright. My Principes can do something if I need them. They outnumber me though, but they don't have a general. I got those command stars, baby. It's going to give me some strength. Got that strength. Okay, I think I'm going to play defense. I'm going to bring all my men up on the ridge. Just get out of the forests. That's kind of an embankment there. I don't want to be downhill if I can help it, but I can't help it. It's just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, there's that. Bring our cav up. Something like that. Okay, well, his light lancers are in range. I'm just going to charge him. He doesn't have any cav units on that side, so I'm just going to bring my other Triarii over here to support. I should have knew that they only set up their their cav on one flank. Let's bring my equites here to hit their peltis. Bring my equites up. Triarii up. Let's hit here with Principes for support. I'll get my Triarii up in the fight as well. Get my general up there. Just for morale. Equites handled the peltis. Let's go ahead and hit these peltis. Nice. Okay, they did attack me. They did attack me. Let's get my general in there. Nice. Beautiful, beautiful. There's so many lancers here, dude. Holy cow, dude. There's his general. His general's right here. Oh my goodness, dude. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. I see my general. Isolated. Blow the trumpet. Okay, Equites won that engagement. Let's charge his general. If I can kill his general, we're good. I'm down to 40. Okay, pull out, pull out, pull out. What is he on? 52? Okay. Equites are over there. That's a unit of 80. Charge, see if we can get a break. See if we can get a break. Pull out. Nice, we killed his general. That might be a good morale break.
And now his men fear us. It is time to press the
Okay, we need to get the Triarii up. Nice, we got a break. We got a break. Woohoo! Let's go, baby! That's most of his lancers wiped. Okay, I need to get my Equites over here. Let's get a good morale shock. Okay. Let's bring our infantry over. Hit here. Hit here. Mass route. Let's go. Mass route. Let's go. Let's go. Easy, baby. Yeah, he didn't have a general. That helped me a lot, but good night. Look at all these Lancer bodies. I don't know if I've ever fought a battle against that many Lancers all in one battle. That's crazy, dude. It's a lot of dead Lancers. Especially this pile right here. Gosh, dude. Okay, that's it. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Probably can't come back to the city. Nah, I can't make it. I can't with my cav, though. It's all good. I'll retrain my cav. I can always merge the rest. I'm getting legionaries anyway. I ain't worried about it. Let's bring these town watch in just for the increase in public order. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Hire that unit of barbarian mercenaries, send them up to disband. That'll get my population up pretty good. Now what I'm going to do, since I'm literally on the cusp, let's just go ahead and disband this unit. That'll get me just enough to upgrade the city. Then I'll hire another unit. Boom. Problem solved. Let's go ahead and build the Legion barracks. Perfect. That's all my construction done. We've got all gladiator mercenaries available. I'll probably hire them next turn. Let's bring the tax rate down here, as well as Geneva. Or maybe just hire one more unit of town watch. That'll work. Disband the Triarii. Hire another unit of town watch there, as well as Mediolanium. Actually, do I need more than 4? I don't think I do, because that temple's about to finish. That'll give me public order. Perfect. I can hire another Conquerame. Just what I needed. Let's end the turn one more time. A new man. Gaius Marius. A new man. Man, sometimes I feel like a new man. Here lately, I've been feeling like a new man. Gaius Marius has proposed a series of laws that allow the proletariat to join his reorganized Roman army. In return for many years of military service, every soldier will be given land as a kind of pension. This reform is passed in the People's Assembly without the approval of the Senate. It's a certainty that such popular and populous appeal will do Marius no favors in the long run. The troop types available for recruitment now reflect the structure of this new professional army. Check the recruitment scroll to view the details. Boom, baby. We're back. Now, who's this queso? Who's this queso kid? Where are you at? Okay. Queso. Nice. Manius had a son. I was worried that he was not going to have any heirs. Manius had a son. His bloodline is secure. Gaius is almost of age. Titus is almost of age. I love that Roman name. Titus. Marcellus is almost of age. Got some generals on the way. Patavium, our first imperial palace. Look at this, folks. Look at this. Where is it? Rome or Redium? Our best recruitment place, I would assume. We don't even have an army barracks. I need to build one. Look at this, folks. Auxilia and early legionary cohort. Early legionary cohort. So much better than our Estati and Principe. I'm kind of curious the stat difference. So early legionary cohort has... Let's see, maybe it would be best to check it out from Avaricum. They can. Perfect. Okay, so early legionary cohort, 13 melee attack, 20 missile. The Hastati, let's see. Hold up. Weaponsmith. Yeah. But the Epona doesn't give any missile bonus. Okay, so the Hastati have silver weapon upgrade, which the early legionaries only going to have bronze. So we got to take away 1 missile from the Hastati and 1 melee from the Hastati. So that would mean 13 melee, 20 missile. 13 melee, 20 missile. These guys are at 4 XP, so we'd have to take 1 off. So they would be, Hastati would be 12 melee, 19 missile. Early legionary are 13, 20. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Principes are literally identical to the Hastati's missile and melee. The only difference is the Principes have more armor. Yeah. So in comparison, I can't really have all the best comparison, but basically, the early legionary cohort has one more melee and missile default attack than the Principe and Hastati. And these are the early legionaries. Now, the early legionaries have 13 armor, and the Principes have 11. So, altogether, the early legionaries have 2 more armor than the Principes, which have 4 more armor than the Hastati. So that would mean the early legionaries pretty stacked on armor. On armor. Yep, they all have the same shield capability. Now, the early legionaries have... Actually, so the Principes have 5 experience, so take away 5 from the defense. That would be 8 default. Take away 3 from these early legionaries, and they would have 9 default. So the difference is these early legionaries have 1 more attack, melee attack, and missile attack by default. They have 2 more armor, 1 more defense by default than the Principes. So that's actually pretty good. And these are just the early legionaries. Later on, we'll have access to regular legionaries, which, I mean, you see the comparison here. Look at this. Same attack, right? The regular legionaries have another extra 3 armor on top of what the early legionaries do, which is insane. And that's just the legionaries. Then you get into stuff like the Praetorian. Look at this. 15, 10, and 7. Okay, hold up. 10, 19, 15, 10, 7. Compared to, yeah, 10 and 19, right? Was that what it was? The Praetorians are crazy. And I can automatically hire these guys from Batavium because the Imperial Palace. Look at that. Boom. They're very expensive to hire, but worth. I'm just going to build up a Praetorian guard with some Archer Auxilia. Where's my good cav recruitment from? Right here. So I need to build hippodromes ASAP. That would give me access to Legionary cav. So it's the Roman cav that's fast moving. Legionary cav is heavily armored. Let's go ahead and build the army barracks. Okay, let's move our army back into Salona. Just like that. Move our town watch over. Can't retrain any of our army because now the Marian reforms are in effect. Unfortunately. So we're just going to hold our army here for a little bit. Good thing we were able to retrain our cav, though. Once we get this army trained up for Herennius, we'll get him a army trained up with some Archer Auxilia, some Praetorians. We'll get him some Roman cav. Should I start building up a early legionary army? I don't think I can actually declare civil war unless I've completely won over the people. And that's not happened yet. So I've not got to worry about defending against the Brutii yet. Okay, the first thing I'm going to build is Archer Auxilia. I think that's going to be the most beneficial to my army. So we'll build a couple units of those. I'm going to go ahead and start building a early legionary army for Secundus. Okay, let's go ahead and send Vibius up. I don't think I'm going to retrain at all, even bringing them into the city, period. We're just going to go straight up to Adotica. Wipe out these armies along the way. Once we get up into Adotica, we can train up a legionary army from there, or just wherever we can. Let's send our spy up. What do we got here? Pretty weak units. They got Night Raiders. Cool. What do we got in the city? Pretty weak army. Let's go straight up. There we go. Still can't afford the gladiators just yet. Actually, hold up. If I cancel both these Roman cav units, I can. Perfect. 1, 2, 3. That's the recruitment there. Bring them into the city. Retrain. Can't afford it. Oh well. We're on our way to build this army here under Caius. We'll be sending him to Illyria, Olbia, Carolus, etc. Now I need to check on Marcus. How's our boy Marcus doing? Tarraco, we need... Okay, so we already got construction going. Okay, we've already got 1 unit of town watch. If I pull him out, what will this situation be? I'll just drop it down to normal tax rate. Let's go ahead and attack this Gallic fleet. Can't hit him just yet. Alright, move our army down. Move our spy down. Ha ha ha. We're heading down into Spain, folks. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed this part. That's going to be it on part 11 of the Julii Roman campaign playthrough. We now have legionary access. We can train legionaries for the first time. We were able to get the Gaius Marius reforms and building this imperial palace. Now we've got a army building up for Herennius with Praetorian Guard. These guys are insane. Hold up. What is... Dude, Herennius already with 6 command stars starting off at age 26 with the Praetorian army training up. Look at these guys. Crazy, right? And then we got these Illyrian mercenaries building up, retraining. That's going to be awesome to have those guys in an army. I'll probably rock Praetorian Guard, like 6-8 units of Praetorians, these Illyrian mercenaries, and build up probably 4 units of Roman Cav, which are better than Equites. And then, of course, a couple units of Archer Auxilia from the city. And that will complete the army with Herennius moving over to Segestica. We got my boy here, Amulius, with a pre-Marian reform or pre-Marian unit roster right here. We'll probably send him down into Abracia once we get Herennius here to go to Segestica. Got my boy Quintus up here, marching further into German territory with pre-Marian army. Very strong army to be pre-Marian. We got Vibius here, who's able to wipe out those 2 German forces heading up to Adotica now with the pre-Marian army. My boy Manius here. I'm glad I seen him. I haven't moved him yet, actually. Let's go ahead and move him further up towards to Samara Breva. I'm guessing this will be the last large Gallic battle we fight. We got a couple little small Gallic cities to take over. We got Lucius here with Secundus. I might leave Secundus in Alesia to train up an army for him to send directly to Londinium. But yeah, we're going to take Lucius here with his pre-Marian army once we get a couple units of Archer Auxilia to join to finish off Lamonum as well as Condet Redonum. That will wipe out Gaul. Got my boy Marcus here who just took over Tarraco heading down into Spain. So that's nice. Plenty of armies, folks. And probably the last army, if I'm not forgetting any other, we got Caius Papilius here training up. Just got some more Samnite or some more Gladiator mercenaries, as well as these units from completing Senator missions, if I can speak a little. But we'll be training him up, some early legionaries with some Auxilia and some Archer Auxilia, hopefully as well. Very soon, we'll send him over directly to Illyria down these islands here. But yeah, that's it, folks. We are making progress. Sure enough, we now have legionaries. That's going to speed up things pretty good. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, click the video below for more campaign footage, as well as there's playlists in the description for other campaigns you guys might be interested in. Rome Total War Advice over here. Anyway, love you guys. See you guys in the next one. God bless. Bye.